Alright guys, next we're going to do funny movies that slapstick comedy, I guess you'd call it. And my very first one is Meryl Streep, Bruce Willis, and Goldie Hawn in Death Becomes Her. This movie is freaking hilarious. And I really don't see any reason why kids can't watch it, because I never saw anything in it that is really violent. I haven't really seen anything in it that sexual, nudity, anything like that. And the violence that is in it is so mild that you really, kids wouldn't understand it anyway. But anyway, you really got to see that, and it's called Death Becomes Her. Our next one is the Brother Grimsby. The Brothers Grimsby. This movie just kicked me in the rubber parts, I'm telling you. This was so funny. A lot of violence. So 8 out of 10 because of the violence, and that's just because of the violence in it. But if you're into like James Bond movies and stuff like that, this is your movie. Except for it has and these guys are supposed to be twins. Now, they look nothing alike, but yet they're supposed to be twins. But anyway, this movie is if you want a movie to sit down and just absolutely laugh at, it's going to be The Brothers Grimsby. Then we have the new one with Johnny Depp, The Lone Ranger. I'm not a really big Johnny Depp fan, but the movie is good, and I rated a 9 out of 10 because of the mild violence in it, but it has some really funny parts in it too. So if you like westerns, and this is a newer movie, but it's called The Lone Ranger with Johnny Depp, and I can't remember what the other guy's name is, but it is a Walt Disney picture, so you know that the violence is very slim. But it's a good show. Alright, the next one is Chris Farley and Matthew Perry. Now this movie I thought was just freaking hilarious. And it's called Almost Heroes. And it's about the group that tried to beat Lewis and Clark to discover America. And let me tell you, what they go through, I would have gave up on looking for America. It would have had to sit there for. So any of you who likes like frontier wilderness type movies, this is your movie. This thing it's crazy funny. But of course everybody knows anything with Chris Farley in it's going to be good. He's the one that played in the Black Sheep and I can't remember what that other one was. But you really like this movie. And Matthew Perry is the one that played on the TV series Friends. But this movie it's good if you like frontier movies. And I give this one a 10 out of 10 because I don't really remember violence in it at all, to tell you the truth. But some of the stuff they do, it is just roll down the hill funny. Almost Heroes. Then we're going to go with Joe Pesci and Danny Glover. And this one's really, really funny, and it's called Gone Fishing. And on their way fishing, these two go through so much crap that it's just hilarious. And I give this one a 10 out of 10. And I don't recall any kind of violence or anything in it. But if you like Danny Glover and you like Joe Pesci, you're going to love this movie. And this is one you can sit down and watch with your family. And it is just, it's hilarious. All of you will laugh your guts out at this. Then my next one is not a real well-known movie. And I stumbled across it a few years ago, and I just really enjoyed it. And the movie's called Welcome to Whoop Whoop. And it's about a guy who gets stranded in the Australian outback, and he meets this girl, and somehow he ends up getting drunk, marrying her. He wakes up in her community where her family is, and her mom and dad run the community, and her mom has cancer really bad, and she farts all the time and goes around and yells, "Pardon me." But he doesn't really want to be married to this girl. He doesn't even know her. He just got drunk and ended up marrying her. But the whole movie is him trying to escape this little town, village, whatever you can call it, that they have set up in the Australian outback. Really freaking funny. And I give this one a 10 out of 10. And there's very mild violence in it, so nothing that would keep a child from watching it. Welcome to Whoop Whoop. And then my next one is going to be Dana Delaney from Desperate Housewives or China Beach, Rosie O'Donnell and Dan Aykroyd, and it's called Exit to Eden. This is a funny movie, but I would not let anybody under the age of 14 watch it. I'm going to rate this one an 8 out of 10, simply no violence, but a lot of very down to your very skimpy underwear and stuff like that. And, you know, it's about dominatrix and stuff, but it's a funny movie. But I wouldn't let my kids watch it. Exit to Eden. Alright, guys. I'm going to get away from here and let you guys go find these movies that you haven't watched and watch them. You have a good night.